Hi all, good morning. Welcome to the next session. So in the previous session, we learned how to activate a bulk rules using a task ID called SAP underscore FIORI underscore content activation. So using this task list, we can activate SAP standard business rules as well as corresponding catalogs, whatever the catalogs available are already added in the corresponding standard business rules. So we can activate corresponding data services as well as ICF services. So in this session, we are going to learn how to activate a custom rules, custom business rules as well as catalog, whatever the data services, ICF services were added in the custom catalogs, we are going to activate in a bulk. So using this task at SAP FCM content activation, we are going to activate it. So let me log into SAP. So currently I'm using SAP version S4HANA version 2022. So before that, so let me execute this T code once again, HTC01. So I'm opening this task ID. So first let me explain this what is the use of this task ID. After that I will explain the difference between these two task IDs. So execute it. Here this task ID will be used to activate a custom business roles content. For example, let me take, I am taking this data as example for now. Role name. In this role, this is the catalog ID we have. This is the ICF services as well as data services available in this catalog. So I'll show you in the PFCC. So this is a catalog. Okay. This one, accounting, asset accounting reporting for Poland. This one. So the purpose of this task ID is FLP content, FIORI Launchpad content activation. We can also activate data services. We can also activate ICF services as well as we can also update the role menu, whatever the catalog groups, whatever we add in the role menu, right? We can also activate that. Without activating the FIORI tile or the group or catalog, functionality will not work. So we need to activate corresponding SICF as well as the ICF services as well as the data services we have to activate. Okay, so before that, let me first deactivate these services, and then after using this T code, we will let us verify whether all these ICF services, data services were activated or not. So to activate or deactivate, to check all the services, we have on the T code called /n/va2/flpcm_cust. So using this T code, we can create a custom catalog. The FIORI developers will create a custom catalogs using this T code. You can also check what are the data services, ICF services are available in this custom catalog or any standard catalog also. So for example, in this case, I am taking a standard catalog as example. It's loading. I have executed it. So here if you can see, in this catalog we have all these tiles, semantic object, nothing but. So I think I'll take one more session. What is tile, what is semantic object, what is action, I'll take in another session. So we can check here, check and show services. We can see what are the data services as well as ICF services are available in this catalog. So all these are data services. So for example, I have taken these two data services, right? Okay. For example, let me take this one, toggle status SRV. Toggle status SRV. And this one, items SRV. These two I'm going to deactivate. tax item survey and these two. After that, ICF services. This is the ICF service. I'm just showing an example, but practically we don't do all these activities. I'm trying to explain the purpose of this task ID. So currently all the ICF services as well as the ODA services activated for this catalog. So let me deactivate it. For example, I'm taking this one. Let me go to SICFT code. This is the path, right? I'll copy the path. Sorry, I'll copy this is the path. Execute it. Currently this is already activated. When it is grayed out, that is already activated, so I'm going to deactivate this service. Okay, now okay, so SICF service is deactivated. Now we are going to deactivate OData services. So to deactivate or activate OData services, we have another thing called /n this one, maintain services /iwfnd. fnd means front end, maintain service. Execute it. Okay, now let me pick this one. Filter it. So I have selected this one. So currently this status is showing in green color, which means service is active. So we have to deactivate it. Deactivate service. And then we have one more service, this one, FIGL manage tax invoice. So currently this is also in active status. Let me deactivate it. Done. So currently as of now, these two ICFs as well as OData services were deactivated in this catalog. This catalog is already available in this route. So let me go back to our initial discussion. Using this task ID, we can activate OData services as well as ICF services, right? So we need to give this role as an input here. You can select the bulk roles at a time. So I'm giving. So save the changes. So we have selected out of 1200 roles, we have selected only one role. You can see here. So now you just execute it. Before that, let me show you the PFCs, how it is looks like. PFC is the role. So this one, right? Currently, this is the catalog was added. So you can see the applications here. These applications will not work until unless we execute this task ID. So let us execute this task ID now. We have given the role as input. Now execute it. So you can see all the task IDs are already selected by default. Activate order services, activate ICF services, update a role menu. When we update the role menu, the applications will get adjusted based on the catalog. Whatever the OData services, ICF services were added, it will get adjusted. So let me check whether the report is executed. Okay, it's still loading. It is now checking for OData ICF services. So meanwhile, let me open this session. Okay, it's already open. SSCF service and maintain underscore service. I think task list already completed. Yeah, task successfully finished. So earlier when we check it was deactivated, right? Now it's activated. This OData service. So similar way, let me check SSCF service. Now it's activated again. It was deactivated manually. Now it is activated. So that is the purpose of this task ID. Thank you. Thanks for watching the video. In the next video, we are going to learn what is catalog, what is group, what is spaces, what is page with examples. Thank you.